And to details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Thursday inaugurated the 3,000-year-old Sphinxes Avenue in a spectacular grand reopening ceremony in Luxor. The Avenue of Sphinxes is a 3,000-year-old walkway. It is an extension of the Karnak Temple complex. It connects to the Luxor Temple 3 kilometers down the Nile's eastern shore. The avenue is 2,700 meters long and about 7 meters wide, flanked by 1,200 of ram-headed and traditional sphinxes. The ceremony acknowledges the ancient Egyptian Opet festival, which was as the during New Kingdom of 1550 to 1069 BC. The details.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and guests from all over the world witnessed Thursday the unveiling of the renovated ancient promenade in the city of Luxor, dating back 3,000 years, the latest government project undertaken to highlight the country's archaeological treasures. The ancient walkway, known as the Avenue of the Sphinx, is also dubbed the Ram's Road of the Path of the Gods, as it connects famous Karnak and Luxor temples in what was the city of Thebes. It was believed to have been the path of the pilgrims trod to visit the temples and pay tribute to their deities. Lined with statues of rams and sphinx on pedestals, the ancient road of Luxor, which sits on the bank of the Nile River, located 650 kilometers to the south of Cairo. In a night to remember, the president attended a spectacular event, a late evening ceremony complete with reenactment of the ancient holiday. Hieroglyphics on the walls of one of the temples speak of a holiday was known as the Opet and was marked by parades and dancers in celebration of the bounty that the Nile's annual flooding brought to the fields. There was also a flotilla of sacred boats that made their way to the temple. Thursday's event is the second extravagant ceremony this year to honor Egypt's heritage. Last April, the government hosted a procession to mark the transfer of some of the famous mummies from Egyptian Museum in downtown Cairo to the newly built Museum of Egyptian Civilization in the south of the Egyptian capital. In the coming months, the country is due to inaugurate another new showcase, the Grand Egyptian Museum near Giza Pyramids in Cairo.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi inspected areas being affected by torrential rains in the upper Egyptian governorate of Aswan. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said the president has been following up underway procedures as well as services provided by medical convoys to residents in the affected areas. During the tour, President el-Sisi met the citizens, listened to them and visited one of the citizens' homes. The head of state inspected the medical convoy in the village of West Aswan. He listened to explanation of the Decent Life Initiative efforts in the village. Moreover, President el-Sisi also inspected Al-Shahama village in Aswan and was assured of the implementation rates of the Decent Life Initiative in the village. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received Thursday evening a phone call from Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan of Abu Dhabi. Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces Presidential Spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi stated that they touched a number of issues pertinent to bilateral relations and cooperation between the two countries. The call also witnessed the exchange of views on several regional issues of mutual interest and the agreement to continue coordination consultation between the two sides to serve the interest of both countries and peoples and to support security and stability in the region. On the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, First Lady Intisar al-Sisi confirmed on Thursday women's right to live in safe environment free of violations against rights. On his social media account, the First Lady reiterated that Egypt is moving steadily towards empowering women, strengthening their rights and protecting them from all kinds of verbal and physical abuse. She affirmed that the new republic's main pillar is gender equality and activating the role of women as a key partner in building the country. The 10th Higher Council of Arab Women Organization kicked off its activities in Cairo on Thursday. The meeting was attended by women delegates of 13 Arab countries. Addressing the inaugural session, head of the organization, Libyan Minister Horia At-Tarmal, stressed that women's participation in the public life and its pivotal role in reconstruction and development is the most accelerated way for the progress of societies. Al-Tarmal further spoke about current developments in Libya in light of the the scheduled elections slotted for the 24th of December. In this respect, she shed light on the growing participation of Libyan women in the political action. And to details, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli said on Thursday the government is continuing its full support to the stock market with the aim of regaining its pioneering role in achieving goals of development. During his meeting with Executive Chairman of the Financial Regulatory Authority, Mohammed Omran, and Executive Chairman of Egyptian Exchange, Mohammed Farid, the Prime Minister stressed that the government would expand the base of assets of governmental companies through the stock exchange, which would have a positive effect on capabilities of companies and the market. The meeting tackled the latest developments of the Egyptian stock market and the situation of governmental floating stock program. Egypt's stock market indices gained £7.7 billion on Thursday, being affected by selling operations by Arab and foreign investors. The main EGX 30 index soared 0.69%. The small and medium EGX 70 index added 2.51%. The more expanded EGX 100 index added 2.28%. The overall transactions and dealings within the session reached £7.7 billion.